What is going on with all of my living, breathing, walking, amazing people of the planet and or the non? I am D Venom. You are all tuned into Raising Vibrations Podcast. I hope all of my people of the planet, especially my people of addiction, relapse, and recovery, are staying on that straight and narrow and doing everything possible to elude psychic vampires, negative energies, including podbean trolls and scallywags from one's lives. We all should know by now that those particular elements only take away from our energies and vibrations. If we could elude them at all costs, we have done our own selves some justice and a huge favor. With that being said, let's get into this evening's episode, starting right now. All right, you guys, as mentioned, I am D Venom solo. The feathered friends are at the Mikasa. I'm across the street in my normal spot at the park/courthouse on the courthouse side of things, sitting in my car in their parking lot recording this content. That was a mouthful. Anyway, it is a beautiful evening here in Arizona, to say the least. Blue skies, partly cloudy. I don't think it's going to rain at all, but it's still partly cloudy. Nice breeze, which you will probably hear on a intermittent basis, throughout this recording. No need for jackets, coats, sweaters, long sleeve shirts. A nice t-shirt, light t-shirt will, be beneficial for this type of weather. Aside from that, I'm taking advantage of it like a lot of other people are. So if you live in the Arizona area and you've been stuck in the house all day, take the initiative and get your ass outside and, enjoy. Especially before it gets too damn hot out here. Anyway, I went to Wachovia earlier and I had my session with them around 12 o'clock. Everything went great. A day or so before going to Wachovia, I had a conversation with a good friend in regard to me opening up to the team that deals with the physical aspect. I felt that it is important for them to know that I come from a place of molestation and certain things trigger me. Me being on my back with my eyes closed doing those breathing exercises are so beneficial to me. But because of what happened to me, I feel vulnerable lying on my back with my eyes closed like that. I don't know what's going to happen. So, I don't feel safe. Them touching me to show me certain exercises, depending on where they're touching me at, is a trigger. I don't want no one touching me, especially on my leg area, near my thighs or anything like that. That's a huge trigger. What else? Me just doing certain things regarding the physical aspect of it all is a huge trigger, and it brings back memories of being molested. And I don't want me being molested to hinder what I can benefit from in regard to the physical aspect of it all. These breathing exercises they're there for a reason. Me closing my eyes is done for a reason, and a lot of other things are done for a reason. But me allowing the molestation to keep me in bondage is taken away from that. And I need to figure out, how can I get past the traumas of being molested so that I can benefit from what they're trying to teach me. So 4:33 time of the recording. So anyway, I came clean to the person that I've been working with thus far. And I let them know that I come from a place of molestation and there are certain things that trigger me. Last week, that person showed me a pelvic exercise, which is beneficial for a person, of my age, and beneficial for a person that has gone through addiction relapse, and now they're in their recovery phase. Either way, this exercise is beneficial for not only myself, but for anyone. The demonstration that was shown to me looked so motherfucking sexual that when I did do the exercise, I felt very uncomfortable doing it. All of that is a trigger. So they were happy that I came clean and told them about my past trauma, because it further helps them to help me along the way. They know how to give me that care that I need moving forward. They know how to touch me moving forward. They know how to just deal with me moving forward, considering I come from that place of molestation. So, aside from that, a 5:55 time of the recording. Aside from that, my visit with Bukovia was fantastic. Last night, I went to a NA meeting and I received my 5th coin, if I'm not mistaken, for being a certain level of clean from methamphetamine. I do believe that I've been clean off of methamphetamine thus far for about 2 weeks and a couple of days, going on 3. I shared on multiple occasions last night, if I'm not mistaken. I do know that I shared one time. And after the meeting, I looked into another sponsor. Not that the sponsor that I chose, not that there's anything wrong with that sponsor, but they only have a year of sobriety under their belt. They're still going through, some learning periods, and, they just have a lot more things to accomplish, before they are, fully capable of being a sponsor. Not saying that they can't be a sponsor now with that year under their belt of sobriety, but even they said via text message when, I reached out to them about something in a jokingly way. They didn't know that I was serious about them being my sponsor, and they gave me a list of commitments in regard to, being sponsored. And I don't get me wrong, I can commit to it, but I have so many other obligations that, I don't think right now is the best time to have a sponsor in my life. Just considering, I have a lot of learning and growing and experiences that I need to go through. And this person being a year in also has their learning and growing and experiences that they need to go through as well. So anyway, I asked another person that volunteered to sponsor the newcomers, how do they feel in regard to being a sponsor? And, they have a couple of more years under their belt, considering the person that has a year. And, they have a little bit more knowledge or whatever the case may be. But they kind of recommended that I read the big book. And I was told about the big book from someone else that, went through their own battle with addiction. And the big book basically centers around AA, but it covers all aspects of addiction. Sex addiction, crystal meth addiction, who knows whatever addiction this book covers. But they basically 8:55 time of the recording told me, they basically told me what the book, was at. I grabbed it and, they pretty much gave it to me and told me to read this book and, get the knowledge and education that I need. And this will help me pick a sponsor moving forward. So I'm going to, give myself a window in between before I choose a sponsor, read this book, 9:22 time of the recording, read this book, get educated, and this will help me to pick a sponsor. I do know that whatever sponsor I choose, 9:33 time of the recording, they're going to have a couple of good years under their belt in regard to sobriety. That will help me, in the long run. 9:44 time of the recording. That will help me in the long run in regard to the experiences that they have and the knowledge that they have and whatever else. Anyway, 9:55 time of the recording. Anyway, after the meeting, I get in the car. I started up and I get ready to leave like everybody else. And I see that I have a text message from someone that I used to work, with at the middle school. They needed some, assistance in regard to some shit that they were going through. And, I was there to assist them. Anyway, I get to my side of town and I park in this very parking lot that I'm in right now. And I called that person. I wanted to make sure that, I wanted to make sure I was on my side of town somewhere safe, and not driving so that I can give them my full attention. Anyway, this person went on to explain, what was going on and whatever else. And it all centered around the damn middle school. Anyway, that middle school is, baby, a hot motherfucking mess. And I'm glad the universe came in between myself and me working there and pulled me away from the situation. Anyway, myself and this person, we were talking about the middle school and, what's been happening around there. And, we started talking about the, ex co-workers that I used to work around with. And they further went, I don't know how we got on the topic, but they further went on to tell me that those particular ex co-workers that I thought were genuine were talking shit about me behind my damn back. Now, my thing is, if y'all were talking shit about me behind my back after I got canned, y'all were talking shit about me behind my back while I was working in that motherfucker. And I was nothing but nice to everybody in there. I went to work faithfully, even when I was going through withdrawal and some of everything else and methamphetamine binges and all that. I could have used rest and all that shit, but I still chose to get my ass up and go to work. Not necessarily for the crew, even though I was getting along with them at that time. I mainly went to work for them damn kids. Anyway, I have bunions. I have skeletal issues in regard to my feet. My feet are extremely flat. I mean, shit, to stand up like that practically all motherfucking day without, the only time we sat down was on lunch break. Other than that, we were on our feet from the time we made it to work until it was time to leave. That's a lot of standing, especially for a person, they have flat feet. That shit, I went through it. I mean, my toes was hurting me. The bottom of my feet were hurting me. There were times that I couldn't even, barely walk, but I still did what I had to do for the school, I mean, anyway, I didn't even ask the person that shared with me that I was being talked about behind my back. I didn't even ask them what was said, because that would have, made me bipolar, and I would have reached out to the individuals involved and cussed their asses out. So I refrained from even asking what was said about me. All I know is that I was being talked about. That's good enough for me. The funny thing is, while I was working for the middle school, later down the line, I received an angelic number. I'm not sure what number it was, but it basically said, when I looked into it, that I need to be careful because some of the people that I'm working around, I'm paraphrasing, some of the people that I'm working around are not, are not who they say they are. They're pretty much fake ass, sinister ass, motherfucking low vibrational ass people. And I took that message to heart, and I was on guard for a while at work. And then I dropped that guard because I didn't feel no need to have it up. I was working around what I thought were some genuine people. We kikied. We made plans to go out to dinner and all type of motherfucking shit. But all along, I'm being talked about. Anyway, now, I was telling my mom about this earlier today, and my mom was, pretty much pondering, what role did the person that came back and told me have to do with this? Because why would they tell me all this? And I honestly feel that the person that came back and told me this information don't have anything to do with it. I honestly feel like I was being talked about to the point where it weighed heavy on that person's heart. They know that I didn't do anything to these people to be talked about. And as a friend, they wanted me to know, and this is why they came clean and told me, because I'm talking good about these people. You know what I'm saying? I have no reason to talk bad about them. And this person see that I'm not putting them on a pedestal, but they see that I'm favoring these individuals, and I guess it just weighed on them that these people are talking about you. And anyway, also come to find out, because remember I told you guys, in Scottsdale, because this is the school, the middle school that I used to work for is located in Scottsdale, Ritchie, Arizona. Don't nothing happen around that motherfucker. Just wait till I can tell y'all the rest of what I heard about the middle school. Anyway, I heard, unfortunately, no, before I get to that, now remember I told you guys there was a grade school that closed down and there was a middle school that closed down. Both of those schools, kids are going to be going to that particular middle school that I used to work for starting next year. But while I was working there, at least the grade school kids came and took a tour of the middle school. And, I was there and I fed them lunch. Anyway, the staff at those particular schools that closed down, from my understanding, according to Shannon they were supposed to have, a handful of them were supposed to have started once, after I got canned. I think she said at least 6 of them were supposed to have started. Come to find out, nobody started from the schools that closed down. Didn't nobody start after they got rid of me. It was still the same motherfucking crew. My thing is, what was the purpose of getting rid of me? Because I didn't fit in around there? Because my light shined bright and y'all's didn't? I mean, what was the purpose? I mean, let y'all tell it I was too slow, and don't get me wrong, I probably was slow. My performance probably did lack, considering I was dealing with addiction and relapse at that time. So yes, I will give them credit. My performance, 1722 time of the recording, my performance probably was all fucked up or whatever the case may be, and that's my own fault. But I was still there. I don't give a fuck what I was going through with addiction and relapse. I still came to that motherfucker, compared to some individuals that worked there that was sick every other motherfucking week and couldn't perform. But anyway, yeah, let me just talk about these motherfuckers for just a brief second. And I'm not talking about them to make them feel bad. I don't have to do that. I'm talking about them because I want to place that mirror, that human mirror, in front of these motherfuckers so they can look at them own selves. Before you start to open up your mouth and judge and talk about somebody else, look at your own shit. Now, anyway, to lie to me and tell me that, oh, well, a handful of people from the schools that closed down, they're on their way over here, blah, blah, blah. They should be here now, yada, yada, yada. Them people never were going to come over there. They don't start until next year, from what I've been told. So why lie about that? Why? I mean, that's stupid. Shannon, why the fuck would you lie to me about that? You knew them damn people weren't going to be starting there. Y'all just wanted me out. Any motherfucking way, boss lady, I'm going to talk about your ass first. Now, I had no problem with you. I respected you. I gave you compliments. We had some heartfelt talks. You come from addiction, not you personally, but your family come from addiction because you told me some shit. I believe it was your motherfucking uncle that was fucked up on crack, if you want to talk. And, you had some issues in regard to body weight issues and whatever the case may be. That's why you're lifting weights to, try to get your shape up, because you were teased about being overweight and, whatever the case may be. And you have body issues. And I mean, we talked about all that motherfucking bullshit. But you want to talk about some motherfucking body. Now, you are a pretty woman. Don't get me wrong. But I have came across so many women in this world that got you so motherfucking beat. It is pathetic. You, once again, are a pretty woman, But you put so much motherfucking makeup on your damn face and you contour to the point where you look like a fucking drag queen or a transsexual. I've seen women that put a lot of makeup on their face, don't get me wrong. But when you contour and add that much emphasis on your face and you're a regular woman, I mean, damn, you obviously trying to hide something behind makeup. You don't need that much motherfucking makeup. You put so much makeup on your face that it bleeds out over your damn clothes. You wear these hoodies and shit trying to be cute, and I'm talking to you and I'm looking at the ring of that hoodie that goes around, around your face area. It's full of damn brown makeup. It remind me of me back in my damn days when I was living as a woman. Had makeup all over the motherfucking place, all over my collar, down by my cleavage, all over, because I had that much motherfucking makeup on. You have so much contour on. I mean, you can see where the brown contour is at, all on the cheek area, all on the chin area, all on the forehead area, and then you put contour on your nose, trying to thin your nose out. I mean, it's too much. You don't need all that because you are a nice looking woman, but you want to talk about me, and you going through your own insecurities within. Look at your own motherfucking shit before you start talking about somebody else. Remember, you used to be a fat ass. A fat Humpty Dumpty motherfucker. You told me that your own uncles was talking about how big your fat ass was. And that's why you went on that's why you started that weight loss kick. Because you were being teased. That's why you started lifting weights and all this old type of shit trying to get your body in shape, which you don't have a bad shape, but I seen better. If you want to be quite frank, you probably could lose a couple additional 10 pounds. If you want to be funny, you got a nice shape, but you're still meaty around the edges. Moving on to the next. Oh, and no, back to Boss Lady. And now you see why you struggling to get a crew around there. Y'all could have kept me, but y'all decided to replace me with a pregnant girl. I'll get to her in a minute. Now you struggling to cook food for them damn kids, and you running all over the place like a chicken with your motherfucking head cut off. And that's what y'all thought that I was going to do around that bitch. I'm not y'all. I'm not finna run her all over the motherfucking place doing this and doing that. Them dishes were washed accordingly. Them kids got fed accordingly. That the motherfucking appliances got cleaned accordingly. And we departed out of that motherfucker accordingly. How about that? There were times that we stayed, behind a late or whatever the case may be. But aside from that, we got out, right on time. And if we did sit around there late, it wasn't because of me. Any motherfucking way, the next motherfucker that has some shit to say. Now, I don't mean to talk about you, but once again, I'm going to be that human mirror so you can see your motherfucking stuff through me. I don't get, maybe y'all will hear this episode. Remember, I shared a link with the Boss Lady and this person that I'm about to talk about, because I did an episode, in a jokingly way. Because I cooked, we had every Friday we brought food or whatever the case may be, and I brought ribs. If y'all recall, I made an episode about ribs or something like that. Anyway, that episode was the Boss Lady's mom worked at this particular school as well. So I was joking with the Boss Lady's mom when I made that episode because the Boss Lady's mom heard that I made ribs. And they didn't get any. So, anyway, they were teasing me in regard to confronting me about not giving them any ribs. So I made that episode in a jokingly way, anyway, next victim. Now you have the nerve to talk about me. Your motherfucking ass was sick every other motherfucking day when I worked for that damn middle school. You were rarely there. I mean, shit, for a minute we forgot who your motherfucking ass was because you was out that motherfucking much for being sick. I've been through at least an over 15 some year methamphetamine motherfucking addiction. And you would think that the insides of my whole motherfucking body would be fucked up as many big clouds as I done puffed. And when I go to the health department, knock on wood, I am pretty much a perfect bill of health. Outside and in. Source is preserving me for various different motherfucking reasons. People still think that I'm in my motherfucking 20s when I tell them I'm 48 years old. That's how preserved I am. You would think that I would be all fucked up, but I'm not. You are short and big. Meat hanging all over the motherfucking place, looking like a damn pear. But you want to talk about me. Yeah, you gave me 3 tires that fit my car perfectly, and I am grateful that you did this. I thought that you were a friend. Who comes out for 3 motherfucking nearly brand new tires, and don't charge nobody for them? I mean, I was grateful for that. I'm like, damn, this person is cool as fuck. This is what I thought of you. But for you to talk about me behind my back when you have all of these health concerns, you are about to be up for a procedure. I forgot what was told to me, but you are up for a serious motherfucking surgery. And I text you being a friend, and I wished you the best during your procedure. And I even apologize on behalf of whoever for you going through what you're going through. I said in that text, not verbatim, but paraphrasing, I'm so sorry that you are going through what you are going through, because who wants to keep going back and forth to the hospital because they're going through all the hold on one second. I'm getting something to drink. I'm sorry. Who wants to be in the hospital on an intermittent basis because they keep, because their body is pretty much fucked up. Your body is fucked up. Your body is telling you something. Maybe it's telling you may need to lose a little bit of weight. Maybe, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. My whole thing is I'm talking about you because you talked about me, but I'm not talking about you in a way where I'm cutting you down. I'm talking about you so that you can look through me as that mirror and look at your own self. I don't go back and forth to the motherfucking hospital for medical reasons. I don't have those issues. I don't shave my eyebrows off and get them tattooed on nearly in the middle of my forehead, looking surprised 24 hours of the motherfucking day. Not saying that's what you look like, but I mean, and granted, I've seen people that get their eyebrows tattooed on that look a hot motherfucking mess. Yours don't look bad. It actually looks decent. But who does that? Who the fuck shaves their eyebrows off these days and get them tattooed on? I don't know when you got them done. Don't give a fuck. I just know that is lame because motherfuckers don't do that no more. But my whole thing is, look at your own situation. You are about to have a huge procedure that could be, from my understandings, a life or death. And I wished you the best during that. I could have texted you and been like, bitch, I hope your motherfucking ass die after learning that you talked about me. But I'm not doing any of that. Because you feel a particular way about your own damn stuff and you're trying to reflect those energies off on me to deal with, I'm just simply not going to deal with. You deal with how you feel about yourself internally. That's not my problem. But don't talk about me because you feel a particular way about your own self. Worry about your damn health instead of worrying about me and talking about me. Get your shit right. The last motherfucking person, the pregnant person that I was replaced, that pretty much replaced me, you have all the nerve to talk about somebody. You need to sit your ass down in front of a mirror, a big ass mirror, and look at your motherfucking face. Have you seen your face lately? Do you think you're cute with all them pimples all over your motherfucking face? Acne like a motherfucker. Look like popcorn. Acne. Not popcorn, but corn kernels on the cob. That's how many pimples you got on your motherfucking face. It look like just like little corn kernels. Now, I need braces. Don't get me wrong. My teeth aren't the best. But you got a mouthful of motherfucking braces. You are another motherfucker that shaves your eyebrows off and get them tattooed on. And yours look a hot motherfucking mess. You look sad 24 hours of the damn day, considering what your eyebrows look like. Then, no, not wishing anything upon the baby, because the baby don't have nothing to do with this. But you pregnant by, from what I heard, a man that don't work, that basically watch you get up every single day sick than the motherfucker, throwing up all over the damn place. What type of man you got? But you want to talk about me, but you choosing a man that don't even work, get your ass pregnant, send you out there to work and make ends meet. And you get sick at the job, throwing up all over the place. You can't make it to the motherfucking bathroom, sitting down every other 5 minutes, taking naps and shit, slipping and sliding in the motherfucking freezer, nearly about to fall. And I mean, I'm hearing all type of shit about your motherfucking ass. But you want to talk about me. Have you seen your body? Now, I don't have the best body. And I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to be with nobody like that. And even if I was, if you can't accept my body, you just can't accept me. But girl, your body, your body is a hot mess. You don't have no hips. You look square. Okay? Square ass, square hips, square every motherfucking thing. But you want to talk about me. I don't give a fuck if you got a man or not. Your body is fucked up. Face fucked up. Eyebrows fucked up. Acne fucked up. Everything fucked up. Your health fucked up. Throwing up all over the damn place and shit. And from my understanding, you won't be going back to the job because your motherfucking ass, your health is all fucked up. And then I hear, and if I really want to be a bitch, I heard that the baby may be a miscarriage. Now, that is nothing to joke and laugh about. I've known people that had miscarriages. I know women that can't have children at all. That's nothing to laugh about. But if I wanted to be a bitch after hearing that, you talked about me, I could put out there, I'm glad that your baby died. But I'm not going to do anything like that because what the fuck is that going to do for me and my vibrations at the end of the day? Or my karma? Not a motherfucking thing. I hope that baby survived. I hope that you spread your legs and you push that motherfucker out and then rip your damn coochie in half. I hope that you have that baby. But if you did experience the relapse, not relapse, but if you are going through a situation where it's an unfortunate miscarriage, maybe you want to talk to the spiritual realm in regard to why you lost that precious, the baby. I'm not saying that source, took that's even if the person has gone through a miscarriage. I'm not saying that source took the baby for whatever reasons he took the baby, but we have to be careful in regard to the energies, including myself, that we put out into the universe because the universe responds. And who's to say? Maybe you're going through certain complications because you chose to be a cunt and talk about me. I didn't do anything to your motherfucking pregnant ass. I was nice to you. D, can you get that box for me? Because I can't get it. Okay, I got it for you. D, this is too heavy. Can you lift this for me? I did it for you. But you want to talk about me. This is exactly why I am saying the things that I'm saying about you motherfuckers. But for one, it's true. And for two, it gives you a chance to look into your own selves through me. Once again, I don't have to talk about y'all motherfuckers in order to make me happy in order to get my internal kicks and giggles off or to boost my self-esteem. I don't have to do that. When I came in that motherfucker, I was highly vibrational, and I left that motherfucker highly vibrational. I have a podcast. I'm doing something with myself. I'm utilizing my life as a vessel in order to help other people, no matter what the fuck I go through in regard to addiction, relapse, and recovery. I am doing something with myself. Yeah, some people may think, oh, you got a podcast, it ain't finna jump off. That's y'all opinion. I know it's going to jump off in all due time. I know I'm going to be a success in all due time. And all the motherfuckers that pretty much talked about me and done me wrong and whatever else the case may be, y'all will see it and y'all will be biting every motherfucking word that you said about me in a negative way. Y'all will be biting all the motherfucking words because D Venom is on his way. It's motherfuckers like y'all that want to see me stagnant, that want to see me relapse, that want to see me in a bad place. And I'm not giving you motherfuckers what you want. I'm going against the grain. I'm finna make y'all, oh, man, oh, I can't wait. I I just got to go through what I'm going through right now before I'm blessed with goodness. And even with that, I still cannot be a bitch. You know, I still have to be grateful and whatever else the case may be and treat people the way that I want to be treated. But talking about me behind my back when I done nothing to y'all. Do you not realize that you are fucking with a chosen one? I don't understand why people in this world think that they can fuck with chosen ones and get away with it. You are doubling your karma. And this is why shortly thereafter y'all got rid of me, y'all started crumbling. Kids, did I tell y'all about the relapse? If I didn't, I'm going to tell you about it now. It was told to me that one of the students, and I know which student it is because it was told to me, relapsed. Y'all know which one it is because I foreshadowed this student to y'all. I'm not going to take it there because y'all would narrow it down and figure it out. But anyway, I was shocked, but not to find out that the student had relapsed. Now, not judging a book by its cover, but looking at the cover of the book, it seemed like this particular student may have dipped and dabbed with some form of drugs or something, you know, and especially based upon a conversation that I heard with him and some other students. Anyway, I believe the student is I believe the student is okay, excuse me. But my thing is, this is Scottsdale, motherfucking Scottsdale, affluent white Scottsdale, lawyers, doctors, and teachers and all that type of shit. These students should not be doing shit like this. Who the fuck gave this damn student the motherfucking drugs in the first place to overdose? How did he get that shit? These students are of a baby, they are 13, 14, 15. What the fuck they doing on school grounds overdosing? Y'all should be worried about that instead of talking about people behind their damn backs. I'm sorry, you guys, if I'm, I do apologize. I do believe I talked about that earlier, and I'm sorry. I am a little upset, but I'm not. You know, I reserve the right to express my feelings, and thank God I have a platform to where I can do that. And, I just, it's no different than me. If I'm sitting around talking about somebody else, I need to sit back and reflect on my own self and ask me, why am I talking about this person? What's going on with me to the point where I got to talk about somebody else? Obviously, I'm not happy with me because I'm reflecting that energy off on this person to make them feel a particular way because I feel a particular way about me. Bitch, go get some, I don't mean to call you bitch, but go get some motherfucking help. No different than me. I'm in 12-step meetings and whatever else the case may be to get the help that I need to figure me out. Maybe that's what the fuck y'all need to do. Figure y'all out, figure yourselves out before talking about somebody else. And again, the person that is giving me this information, I'm not sure if they have anything to do with it, but I honestly don't think so. I talked to my mom about it, and, we kind of put that person in the category of possibly being a person, possibly being a part of it. But then after, how can I say it? After doing some further digging, we came to the conclusion that this person probably, had this on their heart, considering I was good to these people and I talk nice about them. Every time I would talk to this person that, pretty much brought this information to me, when I did mention these people that talked about me behind my back, it was always good stuff. So maybe this person was just like, this is going on a little bit too long. D is, putting them on the pedestal, so to speak, when these people are talking about him behind his back. And maybe that's why they came clean, because, morally they felt like it wasn't right and they wanted me to know. And I'm glad they told me. I honestly feel like this person didn't have anything to do with this, and considering I was there for that person who told me that I was being talked about behind my back, I pretty much stepped up to the plate at work when nobody else did. Anyway, oh my God. When you talked about, you're thought about, and I just am happy, even though they talked about me behind my back in a negative way. I'm good with that because I'm still on your mind. You're talking about me for a reason, and I'm just that light. Regardless if you're talking about me negative or positive, I'm that light, and I'm going. I was just that light amongst a bunch of dark energy, and my light pretty much brought about their dark side. And it just goes to prove it by getting the information that I received yesterday. Anyway, I'm done fueling it with power. They'll be all right. They will be okay. Universe, thank you very much for removing me from that situation and, placing me for a new. I didn't need to be there any motherfucking way. And, yeah. So with that being said, y'all be careful with the energies that y'all surround yourselves with, because, people will come in one shape and leave in another. You just cannot trust people these days, especially in the workforce. You think that you got some cool coworkers, but, at the same token, these are the very same people that will stab you in the back and have your job in their hands and some of every motherfucking thing else. So just be leery and weary of people. And with that being said, I'm D Venom and I'm out. I'm going to wait until that jelly time. Y'all know me. I'm going to wait. Okay, I'm out.